Hello, how you doing? Good evening or good afternoon or good morning, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jonathan Rogers. My friend Hanno asked me to review Group B of World Cup 2022. I'm gonna go through all the four teams: Iran, England, Wales, and USA. So I think I'm gonna start with probably USA. This team is very, very talented. They're young though. That's the thing. They're young and inexperienced. I think about 80 to 90% of the team has never been to a World Cup before. So, they have a lot of players that play in Europe. Wisdom and Kenny, Christian Pulisic, Tim Ream, Anthony Robinson. So it's a squad that's inexperienced, but experienced at the same time because they do have a lot of European experience under their belt. Although some of the players are on the team that are not quite in form, like Christian, for example, he hasn't played too much, hasn't had too many games under his belt at Chelsea recently. So it's going to be interesting to find out how his form is going to be going into the World Cup and how he's going to be able to contribute for the U.S. team. Winston McKennie has some, he just came back from an injury. I don't think he's even going to play in the first game against Wales. So it's going to be interesting. I know quite some questionable people haven't been called up to the squad, like Zach Steffen, who was a former Man City goalkeeper. He's not in the squad, so they have Matt Turner there. So it's gonna be tricky. They don't have too much experience, so that's why I'm not as hopeful maybe I was in the past World Cups. When they had the nice blend of youth and experience. So, we'll see. The key to them is to get that good result against Wales, that first game. I feel like if they come out and they get that 3 points, it'll help them with some confidence for the second game against England. So, but I hopefully they'll start well. And I think part of it is that I think too is that maybe because they don't have too much experience, you'll just go in there and just go for it and not think too much about it. So, so we'll see about them. In terms of England now, England's a very, very talented squad. Everyone knows this. I think Messi came out today and said or a few days ago, saying that they're one of the teams to be in favorite for the World Cup. I know Southgate's gotten a lot of press lately. They haven't been playing too well compared to what they were doing in the Euros not too long ago. How they had a great tournament back then and they haven't had the best results recently. But I think the squad is very, very good, very talented. Young too, guys like Saka and Foden, Mason Mount. So I think it's gonna be a good tournament for them. I think they could go far into the tournament, and see what happens, and I think Southgate's getting a lot of stick, because of those past results. But when's the last time England has gone to a finals of a tournament besides this Euros they recently went to? He's done really well for England, and England should be appreciative. I think they could do really well. So hopefully, we'll see. I'm kind of torn because I'm a USA fan and also I'm a Chelsea fan, so I'm going to obviously support the players that play for Chelsea on the England team. So hopefully they'll do well. In terms of the other team, Wales, that's going to be a tough game for especially for England, because I know they're going to want to beat them badly. You have guys like Bale and Ramsey and Daniel James even. I know Ramsey's former Arsenal player. He's going to be up for it against some of these English guys. Bale is possibly his last World Cup, so he's going to be definitely up for it. They're gonna they play tough. I know that they're tough team. They work hard for each other. So it's not going to be easy for England or USA or even Iran as well. So it's going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky for them. In terms of Iran, I don't know too much, but I looked up some of their stats. They in 2021 they did really well, actually. I think they only lost one time. So it's going to be tricky. They're not going to be a walkover for any team in that group. So none of the teams can take them lightly. So we'll see. Hopefully USA and England could take points from them, and then I'm not sure about Wales, but yeah, we'll see. It's not going to be easy for any of those 4 teams. It's quite interesting, but this group has like history between all of them. Like, I know England, USA played twice in the World Cup, one in 1950 and then one in 2010. I remember the 2010 game when the English goalkeeper had a little accident, and USA was able to tie the game. So it's anything can happen in the World Cup, and we'll see. And I know USA and Iran played in '98, and Iran beat them 2-1. So it's you can never tell in these type of tournaments. And the thing about it is that no one has had a camp. They had a week basically, or even less than that, they're going to have a week. Sorry, they're going to have a week to prepare. Some of this English Premiership just finished last week, and the games are going to be starting next Sunday. So this coming Sunday. So it's going to be tricky. It's not going to be like your normal World Cup where you have that camp and you have time to gel and kind of like, get your squad together and get your tactics together. It's very quick. So I feel like whoever, especially in this group, whoever could start well and gain that confidence will maybe move on into the round 16, maybe into the quarterfinals. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And hopefully USA and England could put on a good performance. And I'm definitely looking forward to that game, that second round game there in the group. So yeah. But that's all I have. You could, find me on Instagram on JR Jamin, and also Horace Talks Football, and also on Hano's channel as well. So take care and have a good night. Bye-bye.